first tip in that. These tools are found in the Shaklee University, is in the back office under Tools and Resources. And when you click on the Shaklee University, there'll be 8 modules that you really want to work through to learn the basic, very simple steps of getting this business kicked off the ground. I know when I started, we didn't have anything like this to help us get started. So this is really a nice program. So your future will be exactly what you decide to make it. That's a quote from Dr. Shaklee. So one of the things that is really important in getting started in your business is start to reflect. Take time to reflect. What are you looking for in your life? What would I love to have that I don't have now? If money and time were not issues, what would I like to be doing? And write it down. What is your dream? What is your vision? Or just dream and write them down, thinking that there nothing, without any limitations in your mind. Not thinking about where the money's coming from or anything like that. I know one of the things that I dreamed of was a new kitchen. We did a new kitchen. Was it something that I would have been able to do any other time? Probably not. But we did a new kitchen. Cars. I've earned 4 cars in Shaklee, and they were on my vision board. And travel was on my vision board, and then it was, oh my goodness, paying for those college educations. So what do you have that you're visualizing that or dreaming of? It may be just a dream for what kind of lifestyle you'd like to have. So take the time to do that, and really down here at the bottom you want to type in your why. Well, I'm going to type in travel. Okay, so save that, and then you go to the next, and you want, this is my vision for my future, is lots of traveling, and I still have that vision. I still want to do a lot of traveling. So there's a getting started worksheet, and it is a checklist to help you as you go through this module. Fill out and save to a Dex printer. So this is what the, oh my goodness, I think this is the last one, not the first one. Getting started. So let me, here we are. It's behind here. Okay, there we go. Steps to getting started. What you first want to do is schedule a strategy session with your mentor. This is a career that is all in your hands, but at the same time, you're not doing it alone. You surround yourself with mentors that you would like to kind of soak up their knowledge and use their track record as a model for your own track record to move forward in your business. So here's some things to keep in mind when you set up and get started. Download the Shaklee Connect mobile app on your phone. Set up your personal website and upload your contacts. Take the health print yourself so that you can have a good understanding of that assessment. Use Shaklee Social to customize and share content related to your business. And subscribe to the Naturally blog to get email updates on new blog content, things that you can share then with others. Become more first customer and roll in auto ship with 100 PV. And let me just turn off my sound on my cell phone because it keeps dinging at me. And then become your first customer and enroll in that auto ship 100 PV. Register for the Shaklee Global Conference, which is this year in Las Vegas, and activate your electronic funds transfer so that you can receive your bonus checks faster. And start in the first 24 to 48 hours, get into action. Think of 3 people you'd like to introduce to your mentor and why you want to introduce them. Okay, and they actually give you scripts there. So this is something you're going to want to download and use. Would someone please send Mary Andriozzi the link? Thank you. Okay, so those are the steps to getting started. Now, sharing your story becomes your way of connecting with people. So, and people care more about the why than the what. So now one of the things to think about is, who are you? Why you were looking? How you found Shaklee? What impressed you? What has improved? Hover over boxes to see the questions and really answer these questions. And there's a My Story worksheet, which I'm going to open right now. And on that My Story worksheet, you're going to see those questions with a little bit more information and create your unique story. Each one of us have a story. To share my story is that I had my third baby when I was 38, and I started having some issues. By the time I was 40, I was having major issues with uterine fibroids. And they were really starting to interfere with the quality of my life. And what they were suggesting I do is do a dusting and cleaning, is what I call it, D&C. So I had already met this woman by the name of Dot Byrne, which we have Angelina, her daughter-in-law, on here with us tonight. So I had met Dot Byrne already through a food co-op because I was in the process of really changing our lifestyle and how we were eating. So because these were really bothering me, and she had become a friend, and I was getting Basic Age and Nature Bright, the household products from her, I happened to stop over after I got diagnosed and was contemplating this D&C and told her about what was going on. And she had constantly been planting little seeds about the Shaklee nutritional stuff. And I ended up, please mute yourself. Look at where your name is, and there should be a mute button just to mute your voice so there's no background noise. Thank you. Was there anything else in the chat? It was a snake. He tailed like a dog. That's a big part. Somebody else is on here. Oh, I found him. Martha, I'm muting you. Okay, so it's all done. All right. So anyways, so with this, when I got to Dot's house and to her little Shaklee store, I explained to her what was going on with my fibroids and that somehow I wanted to change that in my life. And so one of the things that she, rather than telling me what nutritional stuff to take and solve the problem, she handed me well, this was 1990, 91, 92, something like that. She handed me a cassette tape, and I took it on the way home. I listened to it in the car. When I got home, I listened to it again on the tape player in the house, and I took notes. And then I went back to her house, and I had a list of products, started on the products, and the end results was, after I got started on them, a month later, I felt like a new person. Instead of the 10-day bleeding and the bleeding in between, I was having 5-day periods. I never in my whole life had had 5-day periods. I felt like I was in seventh heaven. These things I breezed through, where in the past it was always very difficult. So, and a year later, they couldn't find the fibroids. So for me, it made such a huge difference. I was trying to figure out, how do I fit this into our tight budget? Because we had a new house and a new baby. So the only way I could fit it in, I realized, you know what, there has to be other women out there that are struggling with hormonal health issues, that, you know, that are in their late 30s or early 40s, which is where I was, and that maybe they'd like to hear about these products too, and maybe it'll help them like it helped me. And that really is why I started the business, and and my whole focus then was really getting my family healthier, getting my husband's health healthier, and working on him getting his cholesterol down. That was my focus, in helping all of my friends and people I cared about also get healthy. So what you want to do is create your story and write down things in here, and then work out how you're going to share that story to make it 30 or 60 seconds, which when I really run through it quickly, I can do that. And then what you can do, and then you're going to share that, use that as one of your tools. Very important tool in building your business. So now we're going to listen to Harper's story. At least I hope so. I've been having a little bit of a challenge with my computer.
My Shaklee journey started as part of my health journey. When I got married, I knew how to make spaghetti, and that's all I knew how to make. And at some point down the road, shortly after I got married, we decided we needed to get healthy. We needed to start making some changes in our health. Through that process of looking for non-toxic cleaners and vitamins that were bioavailable, we found Shaklee at a vendor fair at our health club. The woman who introduced me shared with me the product guide, and I was so impressed with the integrity of the company and the clinical studies. And so when I met with her, she mentioned that there was a business opportunity. I thought, sure, I'll sign up. I love sharing things I'm passionate about. So in 2005, I signed up as a distributor. In 2011, when my daughter was born, I became a director. And in 2012 is when I really had a transformation in my journey. I decided that I would put together a dream board with my goals and my dreams and what our family wanted to accomplish together. And even though at one point I thought that was a very silly activity, it proved to be a very valuable activity. So I set aside my goals and my dreams and put those in front of me where I could see them. And I set aside time because this was a business and I wanted to treat it like that. And then I started developing in my own personal growth with training from Shaklee and from my team and growing in the skills I had to develop a business. I started being much more passionate about what this business could mean for me and what it could mean for other people. That's when I became bold about sharing that we couldn't just transform your health, we could transform your whole life. And that's what it has done for us. And even over this past year, my husband and I have reflected on what Shaklee has meant for us. And the trajectory of our life is completely different in an amazing way because of what Shaklee has provided. Not only have I been given the opportunity to stay home with my children, not only has my husband been given the freedom to spend more time with our family and also pursue his career passions, but it's also completely changed who I am. And I have become a person I didn't know I was capable of becoming because of my Shaklee business. And now we see those things and we see what that has meant for our family, and we want that for other people. So I'm so excited to share the business with people because I want to see them fulfill their dreams. Now on my dream board, I have a list of the people on my team and what their dreams are. And those dreams is what drives me to help them be successful. I want to share with other people because not only can we provide a health transformation, but we can provide a whole life transformation through Shaklee.
And she just became a master coordinator. So she has a large group underneath her. And as you could tell from her story, it's a powerful story. So what you want to do is write things down, keep track of it, and put it together. Whoops, they want me to answer the question. I'm just going to put health. Okay. And then you're going to be really answering those questions as you work through these slides. And then you're going to work at keeping it at 60 to 60 seconds and make it real, be authentic, and practice with family and friends. You know, I was too nervous to practice with family and friends, and instead I set up some of the kids' teddy bears and practiced in front of the teddy bears. I know it sounds silly, but for me, it worked. So, and then when there were some friends that I was nervous doing too much, and I allowed it to flow towards me before I started talking about my story. And then there were people that were like one step from close to me that I had no problem whatsoever, like my hairdresser and one of my teacher friends and everything like that, that I just really could come out with the story easily. So, and that helped build my confidence to be consistently sharing my story as much as I could. Now, the other thing it would be good to become familiar with is the Shaklee health print. One of the things you're going to want to do is be able to share that with other people. So the first thing to do is take your own assessment. Now, there's another question that comes up. Just imagine being at a party or something and someone says, well, what do you do? Oh, I do Shaklee. Well, that doesn't say a whole lot. What does that mean? You know, so you want a response that is impactful and short, something that gets people to ask more questions. So say less, not more. Your next step is to introduce them to your upline as well, so that you get that there's actually a group of you going on talking about Shaklee, not just yourself. So one of the things that I have been able to use, like at a quick party or something like that, is, you know, I help people change their life into a better place. You know, I help them get healthier, and I help them to find a way that they can have wonderful benefits by working from home. You know, and then they can ask questions. Well, who are you with? How do you mean when you say get healthier? Or so we each come up with something that really expresses who we are and what goes with our story, that's really quick, but not necessarily giving them a whole story, you know, just like a few words. Sharing Shaklee. Think of people to share your excitement with and invite them to join you on your team. Pick 3 people you would love to have on your dream team. So I know that when I actually, because I got health results, I actually called Dot up and said, how do I do this business? Figuring that I would do this business to help pay for the products. That's all I wanted to do. She told me that I could share it enough to get back bonus checks that would help me pay for my own products. That excited me. So I told her I wanted her to come over and show me how you make money. And she said, okay, but before I get there, make a list of 50 people. I filled a sheet of paper with people. I made 3 columns and I filled it up. And then I never worked through all of them, actually. You know, and some of them came to me without me even working through them, reaching out. It's once I started reaching out, things started happening. It started mushrooming and rolling in that direction, which is really nice. So it's kind of like they see a change in your health and they want to know, wait, what are you doing? So it makes a huge difference. So write down, but having a team really makes it fun. So write down the names that you would like to have on your team. Well, one of the people that's on the webinar with us tonight is my friend Mary. So Mary was one of those people I wanted to have on my team. Kind of took my time to approach her, but eventually it came around because she had some health challenges that were similar to mine. So what you do is at least put down 3 people, because that helps you get started. Then invitation to meet your upline. Invite potential team members to meet your upline. It could be, you know, in person over the next 10 days. It could be a 3-way call with them, which is another option. It could be your upline, immediate upline, or it could be your upline above your upline. You know, those people who've introduced you to Shaklee, include them to meet your new team member so that you can work together and work as a team together. It just validates and cements everything for everybody. So how to start a conversation, how to share a video, and how to follow up. So we're going to, here's a script for how to start a conversation. So, hi, Bob, this is Carole. I don't want to take too much time, but I was thinking of you today. I remember when you mentioned you were interested in losing some weight. And I think I have something you might be interested in looking at. Or I would love to introduce you to my business partner who can answer all of your questions if you're approaching with money, or if your business partner, your upline, actually has lost some weight. It might be that type of conversation. Okay, so I actually, Christmas time Aiden's birthday, my grandson's little first birthday, one of my son's friends who lives in Manhattan flew out to for the birthday party. He hadn't made it to the wedding, or you know, he hadn't seen them in a while, so he said, this is a good excuse to come out and visit. So he was there visiting, and we had a conversation, and he was telling me about how he was struggling to lose weight. And years ago, when he was 18, 19, and in college, he became a member in Shaklee underneath Adam's membership because he got a couple of things. And I told him, I said, your membership is still active. I can send you some information because Shaklee's got shakes, and because he was telling how much he hated the shakes and stuff. I said, they have shakes and meal bars and snack bars and a whole bunch of products for that. I told him, I'll text you your ID number and everything, and then if you take a look at it, and if you're interested, I can help you, purchase what you'd like to get. Well, he did it all on his own, and I don't know, about the 3rd or 4th of January, he ordered a whole slew of products and just put in his second order and is loving it. So, I could have had that same conversation with him if he wasn't a member yet and did the same thing. I did have him fill out the health print. That was one of the things I sent him that triggered all of that. So the health print is really a valuable source. Okay, so here's another thing. You could share a video. It's probably easier if I send you a video to watch. This way, if you have any questions, you can write them down. And then you ask about when is a good time to follow up, to answer the questions and get feedback. And find out what they like about it. I like that word, like, about it, what they liked about it. All right, so it doesn't have to be a video. If you're doing a health call, it could be the health print. And then follow up, confirm when you'll call them back. So you don't want to leave the conversation without having a set date for when you're going to call them back. And really confirm it a couple of times before you end your conversation. Okay, because it just kind of cements the whole thing. And I know we have extremely busy lives. And then the next thing is make a list of 10 people that you really want to share that health print link and share the products with them. So I know for me, one of the people I wanted to share with was products with was my friend Paula, because her son had bad asthma, and at that time he was about 2 years old, and she was running to the doctor all the time and teaching school full time. So, and they were in a new house, and so we had a conversation, and she said, okay, I'll try all the household products. So she switched all our household products, and she put him on Shaklee alfalfa, made tea for him with Shaklee alfalfa, and he's less problems, didn't get sick very often, solved the whole thing, and she was delighted. And because she was so excited, she's a casual distributor in my group who does very well. So, that's one of the things about starting with the products is they fall in love with the products. Once they've been using them for a couple of months, they get really excited, fall in love with them, and you've got customers for life. And that's what you're looking for, is customers for life. So anyway, so share the Shaklee Health Print link. For me, the easiest place is, since you're a distributor, you get a Shaklee website as part of your distributor packet, okay? And you can set that up and personalize it and everything. And actually, it has a health print link there that you send to people, and then the information will come back to you in email. But also, when you download that Shaklee Connect on your cell phone, you can send it directly to them from that cell phone in a text message and an email. And I prefer that over everything. I find that's the easiest and simplest way to share that health print. So, and you share Shaklee with everybody, and don't think this person won't be interested, or this person who's really into healthy stuff and everything, they'll be definitely interested. Well, when I got started, I found the opposite was true. The people who were just that were struggling with ready to make a change but haven't made that change yet and struggling with what direction to go, they were the ones that wanted to meet with me. My friends who were into, I would say they were very left of center when it came to health, and they were further along on that nutrition path than I was, or rather on a different path than I was, and weren't interested at all. So you can't guess. You just put them down. You put them down with an idea of what they might be interested in, and then you find opportunities to open the conversation. So schedule an appointment to learn about their goals once you get that person who's interested in the business or in health goals, either one. You want to schedule an appointment to learn more about their goals, whether they're health or whether they're business or a combination of both. You want to text and share Shaklee with the Shaklee Connect mobile app. You want to share results and testimonials on Facebook and in person. And you want to invite them to Shaklee events. And yes, we have events that we invite people to on a regular basis. Right now on Tuesday at 1 p.m., I'm doing a health chat for the whole month of February on Facebook on the page that's called Shaklee Health Chats /burn/Hurst group. And you go to that group. If you're not a member yet, you request membership. And then what we'll do is we'll allow you to join the group, and we'll be sharing. There's already some YouTube videos on there, and we'll be sharing some more things come next Tuesday. And that'll be live. So your first step would be to make sure that you're friends with myself or Angelina or Mina or Mary, and then we go from there. So conversational approaches. So let's see what they suggest here. Brand new business person. Hi, how are you? I recently started a new venture in health and wellness. I would love to share some info with you. Would you be interested in grabbing a cup of coffee to catch up and learn more? Would you be able to find some time to watch the video I sent you this week? If you send them something to watch. Sometimes I've even used the approach In the beginning, I used this a lot. You know, I'm still learning how to present Shaklee to other people, and I would really like to meet with you and tell me what you like about what I'm doing and what I share with you, and give me, you know, a little bit of an evaluation, and that has worked too. So, hi, I was just thinking about you because there is a really exciting Shaklee event coming up. I'm able to bring a guest for free, and I thought of you. I think this would be a great chance for you to learn more about the company and the products on a deeper level. Do you think you can join me? So that's another opportunity to take people to a larger Shaklee event where someone who's a guest gets in for free. So that's another opportunity to reach out to someone to bring them along. Product reach out. I keep thinking about our conversation recently about your goals to get healthier in the new year. It could be, I keep thinking about our conversation the other day about how often your kids are getting sick and how frustrating that is for you. And then you get, you know, it related to something that they have talked to you about in the past when it comes to health. I was thinking about the fact that you said you have a New Year's resolution to lose weight. So how are you doing with that? And yeah, ask them questions. How is it coming? Have you thought of doing something different this time than what you've done in the past? Have you tried that before? You know, just ask questions to learn more. And then say, you know, would you be interested in us getting together or coming to this wellness event? There was a couple of my luncheons were on different topics, and I would actually approach the people that really I wanted to come because they had a health need in that topic. Those were the people who came because there was a need there. So what you're doing is looking for a need. And then follow up your invite. If they say they're coming, follow it up with a call, a email, just to confirm that they're making it to the event. And make it social as well, that you catch up because you're friends. Okay, and also when you send a health print assessment, set up an appointment to review. And when you receive the results, follow up and contact immediately. The results add another dimension to the service and information you can provide. And they also have a script for that you can actually download and take a look at to have sample scripts of how to follow up. So you're going to want to go back in here and review that again. And one of the things to keep in mind, when you start your Shaklee business, you want to become a customer yourself. Become your best customer. Use the products because product lovers actually have more business because they love the product so much, they got great results, and they're sharing them frequently because it's from the heart. Sharing product benefits with friends and earning, and then build the business opportunity, share the business opportunity with each other. Okay, and then at this point we've completed the task for today of going over our module number 2. So create your story, work on that, schedule 3-way calls with your upline, and contact 10 potential customers and send the health print link to them. Okay, schedule a planning session with your upline and continue the module number 3, build a team. Now I just want to open it up for Angelina. Did you want to share anything about some of the questions that were posed? Oops, I might need to unmute you.
Here I am.
Okay.
So basically, I just was putting points that would kind of match up with what you were talking about, Carole, in the meeting. By using phrases that would make your prospects comfortable. I always, lead with passion. Really be yourself and make it easy. Just remain natural.
Mhm. Yes, yes. Have it come from your heart. That's the easiest way. And I know I'm better when I'm in front of someone that I know what their needs are and that they've shared those with me. They've allowed me to come into their confidence. Then it becomes very easy. It flows.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So anyway, so some of the resources that you need to keep in mind that we mentioned tonight is Shaklee TV, which has wonderful videos that you can send and share with people, links. You have product support that's available through phone and email. You have a Naturally blog that's fantastic, that's full of product information, lifestyle, and science information. You have the health resource with 100 manuscripts. So it goes over the science behind Shaklee. And then you have Facebook groups, the Shaklee Effect Facebook group and other ones like that. And also you have the Hurst team Facebook group. You have the Shaklee Health Chats that we run Facebook groups. So you have different groups to always have a resource at your fingertips. So congratulations, you are on your way to creating your future. And I want to thank all those who were able to come here tonight, and I am going to pause the recording.